Hello everyone, odedex here, and welcome to another video. This time around I'm going to show you how you can create a multi-level functioning elevator. And first, let's see it in action. Alright, so right now I'm at floor number 1. Let's click the button and call the elevator to this floor. And while it's working, you can see the design is pretty much naked and doesn't have too much to it, but of course you can make it prettier if you want. Alright, so the elevator is coming to our floor number 1. It reached us. And let's go to floor number 4. So set our frequency on our wireless transmitter and click the button. And the elevator will take us there with a little bit of glitching, but it will still take us there. Floor number 4. Awesome, we're here, we can go out. And now suddenly someone decides to call it on floor number 3, so it will go down, reach floor number 3, you will go in and decide you want to go to floor number 5, click the button, and the floor will go to floor number 5. So as you can see, it works, obviously. With the wireless transmitter on the elevator itself, you decide which floor you want to go to and click a button. It can go to any direction, either up or down, from any direction, up or down. The only supposed problem it has, which shouldn't have, is if you click opposing elevators. For instance, if you're at floor number 3 and you click floor number 2 and then exactly floor number 4, it will go a little bit crazy. But if you click, for example, floor number 4 and then floor number 2 while it's still working, it will simply bypass 4 and eventually get to 2. Alright, so let's have a brief explanation of what's going on. This design is basically limited by the amount of colored wires available. So the moment you will hit 16 floors, I believe, that's the amount of colored wires available. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, times 2, you got 16 floors. So this is the limit, 16 floors pretty much. Obviously, if you fiddle it with a little bit, you might be able to get a better result. Actually, I think you might be able to easily. As you can see, all the floors are uniform. That means that every floor is exactly 4 blocks high. So that's supposedly this block level, and this block level, and this block level, and what's supposed to be the ceiling or the floor for the next floor. As you can see, every floor is exactly 4 blocks high. And this can be modified, but it will also require modifying the way the motors work. So I'm going to show you how it works, and if you want to build it yourself with a different design, obviously you're going to have to change it a little bit. So every floor has a button which connects to red alloy wire, which connects to 3 things: a toggle latch, which is currently supposed to be off, a receiver, which is operated by the transmitter on the elevator itself, right here, and an AND gate, which waits for a signal from only the right side and the left side. It ignores the back side because I'm not interested in what's happening in the back side. So what's happening here is the moment I click the button, this toggle latch is turned on and the white wire is having a signal. And the moment the white wire has a signal, it sends a signal to all the white wires in the system. Now, in my design, the white wires represent the first floor. So, first floor, if I'm calling the elevator to the first floor, it can possibly only go down. I mean, there is no possible way for me to call the first floor and it will have to go up. It can only go down, or unless it's already here. So the moment I click on the red wire, or the first floor, as you can see here I have the mechanism controlling what's what. So this row of motors are the one controlling the movement down, and they are built in a very specific way. As you can see, because the size of my elevator is 4 blocks, also my engines, both going up and down, are also separated in exactly the same order. I mean, there is one going down, a motor going down, and 4 blocks above it, like 1, 2, 3, and the fourth block will be another one going down. Another 1, 2, 3, another one going down. They are separated by 3 blocks each, or basically every 4th block is an engine. Now, as you can see, the ones going up and down are offset on purpose, because this way, well, let me just continue explaining and you probably understand why. So my white wire goes into this logic system, which is a NOT gate. And the moment I turn the white wire on, the NOT gate will turn this timer on a 0.8 seconds intervals into this red power system, which is first it will tick into this motor, making it go down. Obviously it's already down, so this is why it doesn't operate anymore. It doesn't affect the elevator anymore because it's already at the most bottom stage it can be. And then I have repeaters. Now the direction of the repeaters is go up. They go up, like from bottom, the most bottom signal going upwards. And why is that? In order to get to the first floor, the elevator needs to go down, and no matter what floor it is, it will always need to go down. So in this order, because the engines are facing downwards and the repeater is facing upwards, if my white signal goes into this point right here, all the engines will make it go down. And nothing will make it go up, because it will never be called from down, because this is the first floor, it can't go up in order to get to the first floor. Alright, so next I'm going to explain the same mechanism on the second floor, because it begins to go slightly different. Actually, I'm going to go for the third floor. So I'm going to call the third floor, and before it reaches it, you can see the mechanism operating and the redstone signaling where it happens. Alright, it reached the third floor, so it stopped. Alright, so the third floor is the magenta wire. And the magenta wire is connected on this side, on the engines going down, it's connected right here. So all the engines from this one and above it will make it go down. Like this one won't make it go down because this represents the third floor. I don't want to go down from the third floor because that's the floor I'm aiming for, and obviously nothing below it. So any elevator, if the elevator is any floor below the third floor, all the engines making it go down won't work, obviously. However, on the other side, I have the engines going up. And unlike my repeaters here, the repeaters here go down. So the repeaters basically always are the opposite to where the engines are directing the elevator to. So my magenta wire is connected here into this engine. And as you can see, this is the last engine making it go up. Obviously this one won't operate because this again represents the third floor. I don't want it to operate on the third floor, I want it to go down. So the magenta wire is connected here, and because the repeaters are directed down, it will make this one work and this one work. So in general, the algorithm works with whatever floor signals the elevator to come to. It will kind of send signals to both sides, ordering it to center it towards the same floor, either go down or up towards the floor, whatever is needed. Now, if you can see, because the way the wiring is set, the white wire representing the first floor is only here, like it's only represented here. The orange wire, which is the second floor, is represented here and here. The magenta, which is the third, is represented here and here. The light blue, which is the fourth, is here and here. And the yellow wire, which is the fifth, is here. And this wire, it's set up like this simply because the way the repeaters work and the engines work. And because it's set up like this, it's very easy to add additional floors. And actually, let's do this right now so you can see how simple it is. So let me build the foundations for the next floor. Again, my floors are not very detailed. They're very simple, nothing too special about them. So let me build a small roof here, which represents the ceiling. I need cobblestone to complete it. Alright, so let's place the button right here, and let's place a sign so we don't forget which floor it is. It will be the floor 6. So let's go floor 6. The wire, the redstone wire, red alloy wire, will go down from the side here, and obviously you may want to hide it if you plan using it in actual build. And create a small platform here, and create the following shape. Here I'm gonna have the receiver for this floor, which will be 2006 for me, and let's call it floor number 6. And here I'm gonna have an end gate, and turning off the backwards input for the end gate with holding a screwdriver, shift right clicking twice. And here I'm gonna have my toggle latch, and we want, oh whoops, I'm gonna have the toggle latch here and click it once because when in my setup, when the redstone signal is on the right side, that means the floor is being called, so this way I turn it off. And let's get another type of wire. Again, this is pretty much what may be limiting the system, but again, it actually can be changed. The way the wiring works, simply the way it is it seems the most simple for me to do it. I bet you'll be able to come up with a more sophisticated and useful system. Alright, so we're gonna connect it to the same bundled cable, and by the way, the bundled cable goes all the way here and goes down, and this is where it connects on the other side. So let's make it climb all the way here. It already does. Let's set up the motors. So I'm gonna use some cobblestone jacketed wire. By the way, these are blue wire jacketed wire, and this is the redstone jacketed wire, red alloy jacketed wire. So I know I'm using both cobblestone, but don't get confused. So I'm gonna build 1, 2, 3 jacket wire. So 1, 2, 3. This is where my engine will be, and this is another engine. Let's set them up like so. This engine goes up, this engine goes down. I'm gonna need another graviton suit so I don't fall. There we go. And by the way, the power is being generated down here. Very simple. A battery box with 3 solar panels. And if you're going to use this underground, you're going to need a different power source, obviously. Now let's create the small logic part. So we're going to need some repeaters. And we're going to need some red alloy wire. We're going to need some more. This won't be enough. So let's first create the side that goes up, the engine that goes up. So let's run one red alloy wire, and where is my repeaters? I'm going to my repeaters, a repeater, which on the engines going up will be facing down, which looks like this. And we're gonna have our lime insulated wire, which is the 6th floor again, go up in this fashion. So I'm gonna take 2 blocks difference from my other NOT gate. So 1, 2 here. My NOT gate. No, that's my repeater. Not my AND gate. Alright, my NOT gate. And a timer facing this way with 0.8 seconds on the time. Some red alloy wire connected like this, and some jacketed red wire connected directly into the engine. And on the other side, pretty much the same thing. However, on this side, the repeaters will go up instead of down. So facing upwards, place the repeater. And my lime wire will come out of here into a NOT gate. No, this is again a repeater, a NOT gate, and a timer on a 0.8 seconds. Set up some more wire and some jacketed wire, and don't forget to, or wait, no, actually I think we're done. So let's go to the 6th floor. The elevator automatically recognizes you have an additional floor, and we're good. Or we're not. Let's see what we made wrong. Is the timer set correct? 0.8, 0.8. Okay, so found the problem. This shouldn't be the same level of wire. This should be the previous level wire. So again, the engine's going down should be the next level of wire, or the previous one. So if my previous level was yellow and wasn't used here because this was light blue, it will go here, and the lime will only be used here. And again, if you understand the logic, similarly to the way the white wire will never cause the elevator to go up because it's the most bottom floor. Similarly, the lime wire, which currently represents the most highest level for the elevator to go to, it will never cause the engines to go down. There is no reason for that. It will only go up. So let's make sure it works again. Let's quickly call it for the 5th floor. And by the way, if you haven't noticed so far, I have a redstone torch here, which makes in conjunction with this end gate for this toggle latch to turn off. Basically, the torch signals the entire circuitry that, yeah, I'm here, the elevator is here, we can stop now. So let's go on the 6th floor again, and it's here, and we're good to go. That's it. I hope you guys find this tutorial useful. I sure did enjoy creating it and coming up with, in my opinion, this very slick solution for what could be a very complicated problem. And there are no too complicated circuitry, in my opinion. It's all very, very simple and all very, very logical. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys next time.